Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are on a fantastic. What day are we on? Monday. Yes. You can tell by the thumbnail title and by my expression. You can see, plain and simple, what it says. Martin Zubimendi has rejected Liverpool to stay at Real Sociedad. He will not be joining Liverpool. It's an absolute frustrating time to be a Red as well. But again, hopefully everyone's having a fantastic day. If you are new, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and all that good stuff as well. I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments as well. Of course, let me know your guys' thoughts. Share out the video as well. Get the news out that, Martin Zubimendi has rejected Liverpool to stay at Real Sociedad. We'll get into all the bits and pieces of the news as well. And get your guys' thoughts as well. But yeah, let me know all of you are in the comments. Apologies if I look bright red. I've caught the sun very badly. So again, apologies if I do look like a very bruised tomato in this video. Anyway, but as I say hi to a few of you guys before we do go into the news. Here we don't go 5 days from our season. Yeah, 100%. What a waste of time. Yep. 100% agree, Chris. This is trouble for us. Yeah, 100% would agree. 1,000% with you guys as well. But get your comments in. Let me know your guys' thoughts anyway. But that's talk then about Martin Zubimendi. So there was a Spanish report that did come out about 15 minutes ago suggesting that he had rejected Liverpool. And then the ever reliable, of course, Paul Joyce sadly confirming that news, saying that Liverpool target Martin Zubimendi to remain at Real Sociedad. And of course, more on the Times as well. Obviously, fellow Liverpool reporter David Lynch as well also coming out saying that Martin Zubimendi has rejected the opportunity to join Liverpool. He informed Richard Hughes on his intention to stay with Real Sociedad this evening, which again, reading that really made me feel sick reading that. But yeah, Fabrizio Romano as well confirming the news, saying Martin Zubimendi has rejected Liverpool with a formal communication to the club tonight. Real Sociedad's efforts to keep Zubi crucial to make it happen. He's staying with a new deal also ready soon. Zubimendi informed Richard Hughes tonight, as Revolvo, I believe it is, reported as well. Of course, they were the initial reporters as well of that. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Look, very frustrating situation. Like we said it a couple of days ago, I don't think any of us thought that with the positive news that was coming out, that oh look, he's going to he's going to join, or Liverpool have got some sort of agreement, this, that, the other. But this is devastating news. It's very devastating news. Look, we've now missed out on 3 top DM targets over the last 4 summer windows. This is not good. Liverpool cannot, and I mean this, cannot go into a Premier League season or go into any season without a top defensive midfielder this season. We can't. Plain and simple. Arne Slot has identified the area that's most crucial for Liverpool this season. Liverpool cannot go into a season with the DMs or the defensive midfielders we have at the present moment in time. We will finish outside the top 4. We will finish, well out of the Champions League spot if we did that. That might be a bit of an overreaction, but look, Slot said it, and again, Slot has said this is the position that Liverpool needs to improve on. It's ridiculous. Like, look, we fully expected Martin Zubimendi to join. Look, Liverpool had done more work than any other team had done in Europe. Plain and simple. It was quite obvious to see Liverpool had done more than the likes of Arsenal, did more than Barcelona, Manchester United, Real Madrid, not Real Madrid, but normally it's Real Madrid, they bloody go there, but did more than Bayern Munich. It did more than every single club in Europe, and still he rejected us. And this is, as Ben has said in the chat, but yeah, and I would also agree, Zubimendi has no ambition, and I would also agree with that. Now, for me, it would now very much go on to I think the rest of Europe. He is not going to leave Sociedad ever now. He's going to be the top earner at the football club. I think that's plain and obvious to see. But again, it's a massive disappointment. It's also a very defeating thing or defeating moment for Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes. You know, we of course we've given them loads of praise for coming into the club, for first of all going to of course trying to get Zubimendi in the football club, but now look, it hasn't worked, and we've spent so long trying to get this over the line, to try and sort it out, and now it looks like it's for completely nothing. It looks like Liverpool have fully look like idiots. You know, it fully looks like Liverpool are idiots in this regard. And look, we'll give them their flowers when they deserve it, but we should also give them the criticism when it's appropriate. And look, this is appropriate. Look, Liverpool now look like they're going to go without signing a six, and look, Lewis Steele has come out and said this as well. If I did say that, yeah, there we go. So as you guys can see, but they obviously echoing from apologies, let me quickly take that off. From the Anfield sector, saying but they're Liverpool unlikely to sign a number 6 this summer after Zubimendi rejection, which is not good enough from Liverpool. It's really, really not good enough. You know, I'll quickly get more stuff up now that's just coming out about the Zubimendi stuff, but it's really, really not good. You know, look, and you know, if I can quickly get this up, let me quickly get this up for you guys. You guys can see my face now. Let me quickly get this up as well from Anfield sector as well, quoting Lewis Steele as well. Saying that Liverpool believe they had an agreement in place, and Merseyside's sources say that Zubimendi has gone back on his word. But again, look, it just feels like Liverpool just dropped the ball. It just feels like that. It feels like Liverpool have just waited and waited and waited to, you know, to do this. Look, yes, we've gone in with such an approach that, you know, he's been able to think about it. But look, there was rumors and suggestions. Like, look, we were about to do a show at 9 o'clock speaking about, you know, there was a rumor going around he had till Wednesday to decide, you know, whether or not he was going to stay at Sociedad or join Liverpool. Again, loads of Spanish reports had come out and said that, oh, you know, look, it looks likely he will leave Sociedad to Liverpool. Again, that piece there from Lewis Steele, it looks like Zubimendi has gone back on his word. And again, what can you do in that situation? But also, it's poor. It's very, very poor from Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards. And look, we will give them their flowers when they deserve it, 1,000%. But this is awful. It looks really, really bad. But also, it's concerning now for the start of the season. Like, look, I just watched the boys from the 1892 Reds TV go and subscribe over to their channel. But, you know, they were giving their season predictions. And look, I think I was saying to some to Jack even, like, look, you can't really predict until after the transfer window because you don't know the squads. You know, you don't know which team looks better or which squad looks better. Liverpool at the minute, we are, what, 3 weeks away from the transfer window closing. We're not going to sign a number 6. It doesn't look good at all. No contract negotiations going. It looks awful. It's gone from being, well, or looking like if we had, you know, a good trajectory going in terms of, you know, potential, you know, again, Liverpool going up in terms of, oh, the start's going to be Zubimendi, then we'd work upon it. And then, of course, Liverpool by the end of the transfer window looks like we're going to go and get this player or that player and make the summer window unbelievable. Now, it's massively concerning because Liverpool need a number 6. I think everyone in this chat would agree. They 100% need a number 6. It looks like going into Ipswich on Saturday that Gravenberch is going to be the 6. And look, Ryan Gravenberch so far in pre-season has looked amazing in the 6. But, and it's a huge but, again, Arne Slot doesn't look convinced by anyone else. He definitely doesn't look convinced by Wataru Endo. Stefan Bajcetic, of course, is young. Look, he's going to, again, he's barely played any football in 18 months. Again, he's had a decent preseason, but again, it's very, very hard and demanding to ask an 18-year-old kid to just step up to the plate and become the number 1/6. Look, he should be integrated very, very slowly into slot system, and again, will flourish in a season's time. But this looks really, really bad, and I don't know whether or not of you guys. Well, I know there'll be a couple of people as well. Fuming or frustrated with this situation. I want to know everyone's thoughts. Of course, obviously, if there is any Sociedad fans in you, then let me know your guys' thoughts as well. But I wish we were playing you now in the Champions League so we could beat you anyway. But again, I will get to everyone's comments as well. If there is anything else that does break as well, of course, we'll be showing it to anyone on stream. But yeah, just very, very disappointing that Liverpool, of course, the Zubimendi deal, it is over. He's going to stay. But I think every Liverpool journal said that, look, this deal would be the stepping stone to what would happen throughout the rest of the summer window, or the domino effect, you could say, in terms of Liverpool, in terms of selling players, in terms of signing players. This would be it. And it's been dealt a massive roadblock in what now we expect now for the rest of the season, because it doesn't look good, does it, chat? It really, really doesn't look good. Anyway, but let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me know in the chat down below your guys' thoughts in the comments as well. But this is trouble for us, 100%. Yesterday, it's Monday, great start to the week. Not true. FSG out, of course, shouts for that. Vrela and Edison, only two really we can target, but don't want either of them. If I'm being honest, Cal, really don't want either of them. Zubimendi doesn't have any ambition. Glad we didn't sign him, to be honest now. I would agree with that, but again, he's probably the best in quality in the market, and I would say that. FSG out now, every transfer. Again, you can't really blame FSG. You have to blame Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards for this, and you do. Like, it's no hiding away from it. Again, would have been amazing if we pulled it off, but now you look like a fool, and that doesn't look good. It looks awful, really, doesn't it, chat? Zubimendi has no ambition, 100% agree. How's it FSG's fault? We went in for the player. He rejected, nothing to do with FSG. They're everyone's scapegoat. True. At the minute, they are true. Again, if you want anyone to blame, of course, it's got to be Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards, for allowing, well, in their term, going back on his words. It's not great, is it, realistically? But we're going to have to bring Fab back from Saudi at this rate. True. Edwards, Hughes, no signing, no contracts, major players. It's pathetic. 100% agree. Angel as well. I would 1,000% agree with you on that. I understand we're assessing the squad in pre-season, but surely Slot would have wanted players in early like any other manager. True. Again, you would think he's got a list of players that he wants. Like, there's probably maybe a left back or a centre back that Liverpool are looking at, which now, look, Liverpool's plans have been massively dented in by this, 100%. As a sporting director, is Richard Hughes being naive and out of his depth? Well, it's not Bournemouth anymore, is it, lad? It's not great, is it? Also hearing we won't sign a DM now. Yep. Going to Lewis Steele, that is true, but look, probably true as well. But if the player wants to come to Liverpool Football Club, it would happen already. A Liverpool Football Club, a higher record that will get the player. For Liverpool, YouTube subscriber Steve as well. Pick up Steve as well. But let me quickly go back up because the stream has just decided to shove everyone's comments down as well. But yeah, if you are new around here, of course, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. But we loved it when Gerrard spin Real and Chelsea. I don't remember the rival fans calling for the owner's heads because Stevie chose to stay at his boyhood club. It's way different than Sociedad and Lavia. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, look, we said this, didn't we, a couple of days ago? This was the equivalent of getting Steven Gerrard out of Liverpool. But by all accounts, once again, it looked like everything was sorted apart from signing on the contract, and that's. I'm not frustrated at him personally because again, you can understand it from his point, but also you can have that debate of again, there's no, if you want to compete at the top level, he's never going to do that now. Like, because no European club are going to go in for him now after this season. Like Barcelona are not going to go anywhere near him. Madrid are not going to go near him. We're not going to go back in for him. Even if he says, "Oh, I want to go and leave for Liverpool," like no, like that's it. This was your one chance, and you blew it. And again, he may be happy with that. Again, people in their careers, look at Gerrard, look at again, there's plenty of top players or have had plenty of successful careers that have stayed at their boyhood clubs and they've done tremendously well. But when you want to maybe push up and compete at the top European level in football, again, there's no bigger place than Liverpool, apart from maybe Real Madrid. But that's about it. Look, and we kept on hearing, like he was saying, like, oh, this is such a big opportunity. This is that. Again, it looks bad, on all points of view. Again, I'm not frustrated at him in general. I'm more frustrated at our own, owners or sporting directors in terms of Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards, because again, that's another top defensive midfielder that we've been so excited to potentially getting. Like, look, was it yesterday? Was 1 year ago that bid for Sociedad come in? And now, a year later, we're here again talking about a top DM rejecting us. Like, it's probably exactly a year, the video of us doing Moises Caicedo. It's probably exactly a year since we spoke about it. Like, that's ridiculous. Bro, everybody here in San Sebastian knew he was staying. We have loyal players. The bullying we have received is crazy. Regardless, though, good luck rest of the season. Yeah, like look, things like that and sending abuse. Again, people will, and again, that's uncalled for and should never happen. But again, that's the sad point of the internet or the football world. Again, it's shocking and should never happen. As well, look, it's not like he fully signed everything and then he's going to change his mind and this, that, and the other. Look, he's decided between Sociedad and Liverpool. He's chose Sociedad. It's not great as Liverpool supporters. It's not nice, but again, sending abuse or sending death threats is never the answer. And at 100%, turn anyone away if they did that. But the FSG have buggered it again. Edwards and Hughes failed. Connor, yeah, it's not FSG. It's Edwards and Hughes. Real Sociedad ain't gonna win anything at all. So Zubimendi will regret it in the past. Well, yeah, but that's the other thing though as well. Now, when you look at it, if I was an Arsenal fan, I would be more concerned about Moreno as well. Now, the other midfielder, like if they've convinced him to stay, what's to say he's not going to stay as well? So I'd be very surprised. But Cornet, Jesus Christ, no, Gary. Zupi suffering emotional blackmail? No, don't think so. Like again, it's very hard because once again, it's like getting Steven Gerrard at Liverpool. I would always go back to that. It was always like Steven Gerrard going to Liverpool. But look, we have to just take her on the chin now. And, what happens next? The Liverpool already have a plan B. Do they have that in their locker? I doubt it. But, we'll have to wait and see. But FSG need to sell the club ASAP because they don't want to spend money to make the club better. Again, it's got nothing to do with FSG. And again, I don't like FSG, by the way. If anyone goes, oh, you love FSG. No, it's got nothing to do with FSG. This has got to do with Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes. Slot's job is much harder now, Con. Yeah, true. That I can agree with. But if he goes back on his word, it's not their fault. No, it is and it isn't, because for me, they've been so relaxed on this. Look, all we've heard for 6 days is, oh, he's thinking about it. Oh, he's getting very optimistic about it. We're hearing this, we're hearing that. Like every single person is like, oh, okay, we're getting this, we're getting that, or we're hearing about this, we're hearing about that. Like every single person has heard about Zubimendi potentially joining Liverpool, and like he prefers the Liverpool move. Oh, it's just Sociedad being a bit weird. Like even today, that report that came out about, Sociedad have told I've told Zubimendi that he's going to be having to pay the release clause. That's obvious because that's the way how it works in Spain. Like it happened with Neymar and PSG. PSG give Neymar the release clause, then he gives it then to La Liga, which then La Liga gives it to the football club, and that's the same with Zubimendi. That's how it works in Spain. But like I just think it's very, very frustrating. Just all of this because again now I have no confidence now for the rest of the summer window, like none at all. And with the squad we've currently got, it's a good squad, but it's not a great squad. It's really, 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 really good. Zubimendi and a few others would have made it really, really good or really great, I should say, to compete, to take it to that next level. And now, yeah, we hear again going great, but 3 years for a Fabinho replacement, and we've still not got him. But you can't blame Edwards and Hughes. They can't force a player to sign. If he said he would sign, that's Mendy's fault, to be honest. Again, yes, but again, I just think it's so bad on all fronts. In my opinion, anyway. But Trainore's a sex, but you can't ask him to do a job, Gary. That's ridiculous. Again, asking a young kid to do that, it would be completely, out of the blue, as well. But what else do we have? If a player verbally agrees to move and then backs out for whatever reason, you've got to be frustrated with the player. Hughes and Edwards did everything they could, but forge a signature unlucky. Yeah, that's true. That would be, again, both of them would end up in prison for that. Anyway, but yeah, it's not great, is it? And then the January transfer window excuse will be how hard it was to get players in that window. Yeah, 100%. Stevie G won the Champions League with his club. Yeah, true. Again, Zubimendi won't do that. Again, Sociedad are not going to win a European Cup anytime soon. But again, it must have been one hell of a PowerPoint presentation they give him. But again, we know now he'll be the top earner for Sociedad. It's not now. He's just now going to go back to his original contract. They've given him the world in terms of Sociedad and in terms of again how in their terms they've given him everything, like similar to like how Real Madrid or like similar how like similar how like again they've given him millions upon millions. They've given now Zubimendi everything in terms of again being success. But yeah, it is just frustrating in the minute, chat. Just in Varela and Edison get both. I don't want both personally. I don't think both of them are good. I don't think both Edison. Varela, I can understand why people want him, but again, Edison. No, I think Edison's too much like Fabinho. Again, Zubimendi's nowhere near Fabinho in terms of what he was like. But yeah, it's just terrible at the minute. But our world-class players like Salah, Trent, Van Dijk and Alisson don't deserve this lack of ambition. We should be striving for more as a club. It's a disappointment. I could agree with it, mate. But again, it's frustrating, isn't it? But lack of any activity now, this failed deal is very frustrating. No way around that for sure. White knocking the next few days. Yeah, 100%. Liverpool, the only club that can finish third and say no player can improve us. Meanwhile, teams finishing second and first to strengthen. Yeah, true. Not having a plan B is Hughes and Edwards' fault. Yeah, true. 100% agree. Sociedad have 4 appearances in the UCL ever, averaging 1 appearance every 10 years. Yeah, great, right? When you want to compete at the top level of European football, even Van Dijk is going public asking for signings. If nobody is signed, it's a disaster. Yeah, 100% there is. I'll quickly get up. Well, again, it's more on Lewis Steele's report, again, this was from Anfield Talk, saying Liverpool have not completely ruled out signing a sixth this summer, but it is now seen as unlikely given the time left in the transfer window and also the club's desire to not sign players for the sake of it. So great that chat, isn't it? Look, we're not, you know, that's no ambition, because you can clearly go on the market and buy somebody. Again, Adam Wharton from Palace, go and spend 100 million on him. You've got the money, plan to do it with Caicedo, go and do it. And that's the other thing. Like, Zubimendi would have taken us to a level where, again, I do think Liverpool would have been fighting for the title. I do think Liverpool are one quality defensive midfielder away from being up there, alongside City, alongside alongside a City, alongside an Arsenal, and being competitive and being at the top. We was last season, and this is why the fault as well with a six. We got so lucky last year, and I will say lucky. Wataru Endo was brilliant last season in what we got. Again, we bought this again, Japanese midfielder from Stuttgart. Again, Jurgen Klopp was very, very high on him, and he worked. The combination between Alexis McAllister and Wataru Endo, it worked throughout the season, and it did. You can't say it didn't, because it did. Liverpool won a Carabao Cup, and we were up there. But the back end of last season, us having that in terms of Wataru Endo and Alexis McAllister, that cost us the league title. Again, chances, yeah, sure, Liverpool could have scored, when we wasn't scoring great for a few games. Look, that did cost us. But also not having a top defensive midfielder. Look at City, look at Arsenal. They've both got, again, City, they've got Rodri. Rodri is the aim. Rodri is the aim that you want in your teams. Again, Arsenal, they've swapped between Declan Rice. Again, Jorginho has come in a couple of times to, again, allow Declan Rice to push a bit more forward. But, again, they've got that player there in Declan Rice that, again, has been, top for the last couple of years. Liverpool haven't got that. Again, and when you do look around Europe, all the top teams have got a top DM. Liverpool don't have that. Again, people go, oh, Alexis McAllister's that. Again, I would agree. Alexis McAllister is a top midfielder. I do think he's in the top 5 in terms of top midfielders, but not a 6. He's a great midfielder, but he's not a number 6. And again, people go, oh, well, Zubimendi's not a 6. Also true. He's not an out-and-out 6, but he's a hybrid 6. He's one of these players that the way football is going, and especially the way Arne Slot wants to play football, that is how Liverpool, with Zubimendi, we're taking us up that other level. You saw how Zubimendi was for Spain. And we speak about Rodri and how he's, the example of a 6 in modern football. Zubimendi walked into that Spain team, look, no difference. Looked even better probably in the second half compared to the first. And that's what Liverpool wanted. Liverpool wanted a guy who can control games. A guy that can, again, set you, do the right things to set you on your way to go and score more goals. And even good defensively as well. That is what's so important. When you look in the market now, is there a player like that? No. Plain and simple, no. They're either already at a football club or they're just not available. And now it looks like Ryan Gravenberch is our 6th for the season, guys. So it's going to be a long season, isn't it? And again, we are very optimistic people, but yeah, that's just been a mood swinger, completely, 100%. But what else do we have? Bradley and Konza dropped in very handy when needed, despite their age. Bajcetic was great before injuries. Zupi would have been amazing, but have faith in Stefan. Oh, 100%. Like, look, I do have faith in the boys, but I think even Virgil van Dijk said it. Like, look, the team needs improving as well. Like the group that they've currently got there, it is really, really good. I do think that the current squad is good enough to get top four, but is that what we want to be? Is that we want to be top four challengers season upon season? Sure, it's great getting into the Champions League every single season, but I'm sorry, I want to win a league title. I want Liverpool to win a league title. And again, that's not going to, I didn't think it would happen in Arne Slot's first season, and it didn't, even if we did sign Zubimendi. But then you're on your way. You're on your way then to even next season. You've got the initial team, the initial squad to then go on to fight for a title. And now Liverpool don't have that. And yeah, I just find it very, very frustrating. But Lad has literally led us down the garden path. Fair play. Apparently give word as well. Yeah, no, Andy did. We've been played, nothing else. Yeah, 100%. Liverpool need 3 players, a 6 and 2 wingers. Personally, I think Liverpool need a 6. We need a left back. We need a centre half. We need a winger. We need 4 players in the door. And that's, of course, if nobody else leaves. Why did Edwards come back and Hughes come to Liverpool? If he's not going to sign the team, even better. Who knows? A great 6 is probably the most sacred position in the world. Best teams have them, and not many else out there. 100% agree. Again, top teams have the world's best 6s. And at the moment, look, Liverpool at the present moment in time don't have that. Anyway, but yeah, no, I did think that of a Slot, to be fair. To be fair, Chris, regardless of whether the existing players can cover, it's still a failure on Hughes' part. No new players, no new contracts. Yeah, true. Wouldn't say another forward is necessary, but we desperately need another DM and another defensive defender, mostly centre back. Yep, true. 100% agree. Don't want to be a top 4. I want Liverpool to be one and champions. Yeah, 100%. Ricky, hello Rick. Shambles. It is a shamble. And you know what? I do owe Rick an apology, because today we were talking and Rick said he had a feeling that Zubimendi was going to reject us, and I was like, no, he's going to sign. Like, I'm still confident he's going to sign. And yep, Rick was right. Zubimendi not joining Liverpool. So yeah. Mystic Mac. That's what Ricky is. Anyway, but look, it's massively disappointing. I think overall, obviously, the big questions now over the next couple of days will be, where do Liverpool go next? Because realistically, look, this is awful. It's not great in the slightest. And it does offer up that question of, what happens? But, is there another player that Liverpool have on the list that we could go for? Was there a plan B? Was there this? Was there that? It just does my head in. It really does. And again, now it puts all these journalists in, again, especially Paul Joyce, again, in a bad limelight, because look, what was it, 4 days ago, Paul Joyce, as Rick said there, Ornstein and Joyce said no plan B, won't be signing a 6. That's awful. That's really, really bad. But it's like, especially them two, and Rick, you probably wasn't this as well, like especially these two now, their reputation now at Liverpool is awful. Look, both of them said, and again, I know that whole wisdom of, oh, well, he's given his word to Richard Hughes or whatever, but both of them said it was going to happen, or more or less it would happen, and now it hasn't. It's properly come back to bite us, and it's a horrible feeling. It's a truly horrible feeling. There's at least 10 DMs who cost less than Zupi, who would improve Liverpool. I'm talking 30-40 million signings. I don't think so. Again, if you have the names, then of course shout them out. Someone is lying, Connor. Yeah, them bloody two. probably ruined my holiday. But yeah, it's horrible. The feeling's horrible again. Just missing out on two top, well, not two, like three top DMs over the last few years has been horrible. Again, Tushimeni, we missed out on. Saicedo, missed out on. And now Zubimendi. Like Liverpool have got a number 6 curse at the minute because Liverpool can't sign a top class number 6. You know, and look, in a year's time, there might be someone on the market again that you look at and go, right, Liverpool are going to go all in. But they did that with Zubimendi, and look what happened. Like, again, even now, like you can't be optimistic now for the rest of the season. Like, again, I was very optimistic Liverpool would sign Zubimendi because of all the noise that we got out of it. But yeah, now, no. Like, we've gone from the news with Anthony Gordon weeks ago to this whole Zubimendi stuff to now going, we haven't got a clue. We haven't got a Scooby-Doo of what we're going to do. And yeah, again, if anyone said any different, then I couldn't disagree with them at all. But Tuchel, Sociedad, Lavia, and Zubimendi, Liverpool couldn't sign a 6 if it was given on a plate. It was given a plate and we didn't do it. Sign Kone is better. No. Gary, I'm sorry to what's name. No. Like, yeah, no. I'd much rather keep Alder Gravenberch in the 6 personally. Anyway, but I am going to leave it there for tonight, guys. Anyway, a big thank you to everyone for tuning in as well to the breaking news. Martin Zubimendi will not be a Liverpool player. It's very disappointing. It's disappointing news to of course hear and break and to chat with you guys about, because look, I was very optimistic in Liverpool. Very much was looking forward to seeing him alongside Alexis McAllister, Ryan Gravenberch, Adom Szoboszlai. Like, look, that would have been a crazy midfield. But yeah, it's all about now what happens next for Liverpool, and where do we go from here? And I do not know what Liverpool do. But if you are new around here, of course, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you are new around here, of course, we'll be live 9 o'clock, any other time of the day, of course, or if anything does break, we'll be live for it, of course. If you guys, again, see any bits and pieces, then of course leave them in the comments down below, and I will reply to each and every single one of you. Anyway, but until next time, that's going to be it from me, guys. I've been Connor from the Cop Council. I see you guys tomorrow. Ta-ra.